Good morning, good afternoon, and I think it's just about good morning or good afternoon for everybody. I don't think it's evening for anyone yet. Good morning from Waikiki. Beautiful sunrise. Just checking it out. Looking at Waikiki Beach. We'll look at Diamond Head in just a moment. But what a wonderful day. Surf is just perfect. Waves are nice. Waves crashing. The hotels are just waking up a little bit. People getting out on the street. It's a wonderful day. Hopefully you're having a good start to your Sunday. We started out a little bit early, so I'm sure some of you will be arriving a little bit later. But I was a few minutes late yesterday, so I'm making up for it today. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. We're a little bit early. We're a few minutes early just because the sun was coming up earlier today, earlier than 5:30. But how about that for a view, huh? Is that beautiful? Angela, good morning. Aloha kokahiaka. That's my terrible Hawaiian greeting in the morning. Rosemary, great to see you. Yeah, that's a beautiful view. I just wanted you to take a look at that because it's just such a great locked off shot. You can start seeing the sky lightening up a little bit as the sun rises. Some of the hotels are opening up with their lights coming on. Let's take a look at Diamond Head. Look at this beautiful shot over here. Yeah, I know we're a little bit early, but the sun decided to, it wasn't on our same schedule. The sun got up a little bit earlier than what we anticipated. So we may have to start these streams at 5. But anyway, I just wanted to start a little bit earlier and let you take a look at this beautiful sunrise. Hello, Lucianne. Nancy is with me. Yes, I'm sorry, Nancy. Yes, Lucy is with me. And good to see you. That's Queen Kapiolani Park. Down there at the very far end, that's the Kaimana Hotel. That beach right in front, the Sansochi Beach, is where the monk seal is. Yeah, Lucio loves the sunrises. She loves to get up early. You know, I always thought I saw a rainbow too, but they're usually not this early in the morning. Let me take a look around here.
These photos are all from the day I brought the mayor's chief of staff. Send them the pictures.
Hello, Kim from New Jersey. Therese. Gerard, aloha, amigo. You're right on time. We were early. We were about 4 minutes early today, just because the sun was just coming up very, very quickly. At about 4:45, it was pitch black. Man, at 5 o'clock, it started lightening up really quickly. So I wanted to come on a little bit earlier for you guys.
They should make that solar. They make that solar.
Waves just rolling in really nicely today, and they're curling about the right place. I'm surprised there aren't more bodyboarders out here. There's a few, but not many. There's a couple of catamarans out, some fishing boats. At about 4:30 this morning, as we were walking along the beach, you could see some late fishing boats leaving, because the fishing boats usually leave about 3. But you can see them leaving from the harbor going out across in front of Diamond Head. Oh, he brought it up on the, do you see this? It's not a seagull. It's I can't think of that. It's like a crane, but she went down there like 3 or 4 times. I don't know if you could see her right there. I don't want to get too close, but she's got a fish. That's about her 3rd fish, that pig. You see her tearing that fish up? She just dove right down the water. It was while I was setting the camera up, and I'm thinking that that bird's never going to do that again. And sure enough, she's done it twice. This is now her third time. I don't know if you could see her. She's right there on the top of that concrete wall. Oh, she's all happy with herself now. She had some Sunday breakfast. She might have baby. She's going down again. She's eyeballing those fish. I know we hit this spot a lot, and we actually said on the post, so I owe you a super secret location. This is not a super secret location, of course. We've been here a number of times, and the announcement said it was a super secret location. We were actually, I was going to try and go to the pillbox, Lanikai pillbox, and but that did not work out. But we are going to be going there soon. I need to set that up because I need to go. I'll tell you what the it's not really an issue. It's just a challenge to get it set up. We have to go out about 4 in the morning, and it's pitch black. And to get up that mountain in pitch black, I need to have more than just. I can't have a handheld flashlight because I can't hold a flashlight and the gimbal and the camera at the same time. I have to have a headlight or go with somebody. And the two people that were going to go both times bailed, so those cowards are not going to be invited again. And I'm just going to get a headlamp. I'll do it myself. Got no problem with that. But I need to have and I want to live stream it for you. I want to live stream from going from the bottom of the hike up to the top of the pillbox, then look out over Lanikai Beach. It'd be beautiful. But that's what I had planned. And we'll watch here a little bit longer, then we'll start walking down the beach. If you recall last time, if any of you were on the stream last time, we had a show of the helicopter, what we thought was a medical rescue. It actually was them just removing and adding, I think, some air conditioning equipment on the top of the hotel right there. But it was exciting nonetheless. How many of you been on this exact same location? I mean, this exact spot here for a sunrise? How many? Oh, I thought I had one, but I don't. I don't have it here. But yeah, I need to get a headlamp anyway, because we're going to be doing some of those sunrise hikes, just because the ideal time for me to hike is like 9 o'clock in the morning. But for you guys, it's probably not as good. And if you're going to do a hike, especially like that pillbox hike, you want to do it when the sun's coming up and you just need light. That's all there's to it. Otherwise, we'll do hikes at 9 or 1 o'clock. The ideal time is either 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. That's when we have the most watchability for you guys, people in UK, Australia, New Zealand, and North America. I wish you were here too, Janet. You could go get me not me. You can go get us both a new coffee. I had check this. This sucker is going to do it again. That crane, he or she is just sitting there. Can you see her? If you can't see her, I won't continue to show her, but she sits right there on that little edge, and she's just staring and watching the pattern of those fish going back and forth, and she'll jump down on top of one of those fish, fly up on that little ledge there and eat it. And they're sizable fish. I mean, they're not 2 or 3 pounds, but they're good bait fish. And I think she waits for that water to come up a little bit higher. Do you see her? Yeah, those are the other ones, Makapu, the lighthouse, even there, Cockroach Cove. Well, I want to do that. That beach where the blowhole is, where the beach where they did 51st dates. That's a beautiful beach for sunrise. I mean, that is magical. But yeah, we'll do them all. You can't see her. She's right there on the very edge. Right there, you can see the outline of the bird. She's just sitting there, just That wave doesn't, she moves just a little bit, but boy, she's just like a statue, eyeballing those fish. I just think that's interesting to watch how they just hunt. They do it just oblivious to everything else around them. They don't care if there's a city around them. They just want that fish. This is such a great time of day to be out here too, because there's not a lot of people, number one. And then as you just start seeing the city waking up, the town waking up a little bit, there's runners, there's people from the East Coast where their internal clock is telling them it's noon. So they're out doing their running. You know, the people are starting to go out to get ready for breakfast. There's almost nobody on the beach. See how wide open Waikiki Beach is here? She's just patiently waiting for the exact right time to jump on that fish. All right, let's go walking down the beach a little bit. Get Lucille down here. Would you guys like to go out onto that pier over there at the end of that pier and take a look around, or would you like to go around down this part of the beach, down more towards town and that little pier down there? Which way would you like to go, right or left? You guys are kind of split right down the middle there, it seems. See these fish right down here? That's the fish that bird is getting. I should go down there and tell that bird to come over here. They're easy pickings here. Yeah, that's true, Gerard. Beautiful time of day. Everything just seems a little different, you know? Hang on one sec. I need to make a little adjustment here. You guys don't mind? Sorry about that. Okay. They're supposed to get this fountain working again. I'm not sure when they're going to do it. Good morning to the UK from Waikiki. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. I mean, it's only what, 5:40 or something like that, 5:41, and it's pretty empty. You know, we spoke and mentioned a couple times about the complaints about trash, what have you. And that's really is a big issue. I know we mention it here a lot because it is a huge pet peeve for me, but there's one piece of trash right there. And I actually walked along this beach coming today. I actually like doing it early in the morning, like 4, 5, you know, sometimes 3 if I'm not going to work. And I see maybe 10 pieces of trash. I mean, and I'm talking about from Royal Hawaiian to here. And that's actually 10 pieces too many, but you know, and I try and pick up most of it. If it's not nasty looking, I'll pick it up and just throw it away. But my point is that it's not like what most people would lead you to believe, or maybe I have inadvertently led you to believe that it's just rampant. It's just not. They do a really, really good job, I feel, of keeping the beach pretty clean. I really do. I think they do a good job. Yes, it could always be better, but I mean, if you think about how many people were just on this beach yesterday, you know, how many over the period of a day, maybe, you know, like 1,000 people came or more just in this one little area. I mean, so you know, my hat's off to one, the tourists who are conscious of it and do a good job, and then those who shepherd the trash and care for the beaches. I think that's a wonderful thing. And there's a couple of groups who go on the beach at night or early in the morning who actually do pick up the trash. And, you know, may not be the politically correct or the right thing or the whatever it does. I don't care. But the biggest problem are the homeless people. They just come here and they dump all their trash. They leave, like right there, right in front of me is one of them, right there on the other side of that wall. You know, let's forget about the social reasons why they're there. The bottom line is they leave their trash everywhere. And that's probably, I would say, 80% in my estimation of what the issue is. But I just wanted to comment on how clean the beaches are compared to what some people may think. Aloha, Debbie from Toronto. You know, these dropouts, they have to be, I mean, I look back because you guys are saying like, well, you dropped out, you're going back, you're in. I know about the places here where we're going to drop out, but man, these little small dropouts or audio dropouts, things like that, I just don't know where they're coming, you know, whether they're, well, I can tell you I don't think they're across the board for everybody because some people say they never see them. Some people say they do. So, but I appreciate you telling me when you see them because I'll look back at the feed and the analytics reports and we have no dropouts except for the places where I know we're going to have them. By Dukes, we always have them. So. Are you serious, Gerard? Wow. That's crazy. I hope these walks bring help some of you plan your visits to Waikiki and Oahu, and some of you who have been here recently and are missing it, and some of you who haven't been here a long time. Hopefully this is giving you some reminders of why you love this place. I just love the solitude of this, especially this time of day. Look at the moon. I got some really, really beautiful shots. Can you see the moon? I don't know if it's coming through or not. Got some really nice shots early this morning before we went live. I'll post them to the page and group. Let's take a look, guys. We're just going right here. How's your day? Good? Your day good? All right. They started to get up. I'm not going to go down that far. Oh, is that right, Tracy? Hello, Greg. Essentially by myself, yeah. I mean, you can see some of these fishing boats. I know I say this all the time, but I say it enthusiastically and genuinely that I just love watching these boats going out during the day, and just it looks like the awakening of like an island of people. It just really, I don't know, it just doesn't get lost on me. You see the huge cargo ships coming in and going out, bringing all the merchandise and goods to Hawaii, taking it from Hawaii back to the mainland or to Asia. Then you see these cruise ships. Actually, a cruise ship was leaving early this morning, and I'm not sure why they were leaving this morning, but it was like 4:40, 10 to 5, and they were leaving port, and I don't know why that was. Well, it could, maybe it wasn't a cruise ship, but it was a funky cargo ship if it wasn't. But you just see these catamarans, like there's a catamaran out there. I think it's a private catamaran. I don't think it's one of the recreational catamarans. And see this lady sitting out here by herself, just enjoying the water. You know, to me, and I'm not sure if any of you can recall your last visit here, but the smell out here is different in the mornings. I don't know why it is, but it's just a little bit more oceany. You know, the oceany type of smell I'm talking about. It's not fishy or unpleasant. It's a very pleasant kind of oceany smell. It's just nice, relaxing. It's that smell you had when you were driving to the beach and your windows were rolled down. You knew you were getting closer because you could smell it. There's Diamond Head. Man, the sun came up quick today. I don't know why it came up so quickly. You know, it could. You know, Kathy, that's a good idea. That's a good point. It could have been a Navy ship, but they usually go out the other way. But you're right. It could have been a Navy ship, but it was lit up quite a bit, and they're usually not. They're fairly stealth. But that's a good point. I didn't think of that. The someone earlier mentioned the Makapu'u. I don't know if you're talking about just the beach or the lighthouse, but we could do both of those. The lighthouse is a pretty nice sunrise. But if the sun sometimes comes over, depending on the time of year, it's on this side of the lighthouse too much. But if it's on this side, the right side, it's beautiful because it comes right up over that crest. And you can see the lighthouse there on the left and the sun. It's just a beautiful setting. Yeah. I love this spot here. Yes, it is. It is lower tide. I mean, compared to I don't know if you're on any of the streams earlier this week. The tide was quite high. This is about how you almost want to have a beach, right? I know it's selfish to think that way, but this is about the way you want to have the beach. Would you guys like to walk down the beach to Royal Hawaiian and down past that way? Or would you like to go back down the beach this way? This beach is not as long, and we go down that pier, that concrete pier out there. It's really clear. Well, here it's very clear. Watch. I mean, you can see because it's very shallow. But this is a man-made lagoon. They actually put those walls up there, of course, to make it easier for swimming people with, not, for kids, and just make it a little bit more appealing to people that don't swim that often or that well. But it's very shallow, so the water's clear. It almost feels, I think, in the mornings when you're out early. It's not that early now. It's only almost 6. But I think if it's at 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, it's almost like you have a secret, or you you're one up on somebody, or you have an advantage of people or over people who are not awake yet. You know, you have an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to see things or do things, see all these stores that are closed. I don't know. I guess that's kind of the feeling. Kind of the feeling it is for me. You get kind of a exclusivity, I guess, is a word. The baby seal passing away. Darren, is that right? Are you talking about the baby seal that was just born that passed away? There are a couple of beach churches. One is way down there by Hilton Hawaiian Village, and two are back behind me. One is called Church on Da Beach, and Da is DA, Church on the Beach. And they get, I don't know if a church gets raucous, but they do. They get loud and singing and preaching, and it pulls you in, I'm telling you. Oh, it was on Maui. What? Are you guys being serious about the baby seal being attacked by a dog? You can smell the pancakes and biscuits and gravy being prepped right there. Boy, that brings back horrible memories of my childhood, being in the restaurant business, going in at 5 o'clock in the morning to make biscuits and gravy and eggs and bacon day after day after day after day after day. You got to where you appreciated a morning without any food. I can tell you that. At least that was my experience. My parents were horribly mean, and they made us work in the restaurants like slaves. There's Hyatt. There's your beautiful tree that everybody loves. Oh, that's was mauled by a dog. That's crazy. That's sad. That's sad. Nancy, if you had to make 12 dozen biscuits every morning at 5 o'clock, every day, every day, every single day, you would not like it. You would change your position on breakfast and getting up early, and I'm telling you, you would. But all that slave labor that I did with my folks, man, it gave me a work ethic to where I'm just barely lazy now. How's that shot right there? Let you soak that in. Soon, Dorothy, soon. Yeah, my mother's mean as a snake. You'll see. You'll wonder how I'm so nice when you see how mean she is. I don't think I'd be able to stop her, Michelle. She's about as shy as Liza Minnelli. No, she doesn't. Here's how the interview would go. I would sit down, say, everyone, this is my mother. And I would say, Brenda, what do you think about? And she'd say, well, let me tell you. And then that would be it. For about an hour and a half, you would learn everything about the world's problems, how to solve them, when to solve them. I'd be able to leave, go get something to drink, eat, maybe do a walk or two, come back, and then wrap the interview up. Janet, you and my mother together would be an illegal combination. It would not be allowed by Homeland Security, I promise you that. You two knuckleheads would be lethal. I'd be terrified, Nancy. No, I have not. Not been to Lanai. I'd like to go. Look at those colors. Aren't those beautiful? Hopefully they're coming through to you. Check this out. Let's cut those people out. I think that's a beautiful shot. Right, let's go down the beach. We'll take the, let's walk the beach side instead of the street side. How's that? How many of you will still be coming to Hawaii this year in 2024? The street is Kalakaua Avenue. Right there, that's Kalakaua Avenue, if that's what you're asking. Oh, you on Wednesday in December and June? Jennifer is hoping to come back this year. Hopefully things are going better. on your side there, Jennifer. This is another kind of a comparison of the water. Do you remember I'm sure you probably don't pay attention to the watercolor as much as I do, but you remember like Wednesday, Thursday is very green. And then yesterday it was like an aquamarine. I mean, look at it now. Now look at it without people in it. Check this shot out. And you see there's nothing, I've not used any color filters or anything. It just looks so natural, beautiful, isn't it? Nice. Let's try it again. 6 more months. August 20th. Waikiki, Wendy Silva. Put that on the calendar, ladies and gentlemen. The streets will not be safe in August, that's for sure, with Waikiki Wendy Silva. Under 100 days, good. Well, we have tomorrow at noon, we have the Rockahula giveaway announcement, the VIP winner of the 2 tickets to the luau and the show. And we have a special surprise for you if you're going to be on the stream, but only if you're on the stream. And the winner, just to reiterate, the winner does not have to be the winner of this, the first of the 2 tickets does not have to be on the stream. So whoever we draw tomorrow, or actually we're going to draw them, well, we'll do it tomorrow. It'll be very, very early. Terry's going to pull the names tonight after midnight, the rest of them, and then she's going to give me the name tomorrow. She's going to pull 3 names just in case there's some problem or someone pulls out or they can't use them, but we're going to pull out 3 names, and there's going to be 1 person that's going to win the 2 VIP Rockahula luau and show tickets. And that is a great, great set of tickets, I'm telling you. But we have a really, really cool announcement to where well, I'll just wait for tomorrow. You'll want to hear it. And it'll only be available for people who are actually on the stream. And one of the other announcements I can tease a little bit now is that it is very, 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 very likely, depending on when we turn in the numbers to the Rockahula and Star of Honolulu people. But we had a target of tags that we needed to hit and mentions and entrants, or entries, I should say, entries that we needed to hit. And if we did, then we would have another campaign with them. And it looks like you guys surpassed that by about 3 times. So you members did a fantastic job, and you deserve it. So what we're probably going to be doing is we're going to be giving away another set of VIP tickets and another set of tickets to the Star of Honolulu cruise, the really nice one. The one that Brenda won, but she exchanged them for the buffet to get her other family members included. But so we're going to be doing a second set of those tickets. But yes, it has to be if you're staying here in 2024. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll have confirmation for the Blue Hawaii partnership, Blue Hawaii helicopter. So we'll be doing helicopter tours when we're probably only going to do maybe 1 or 2 of those giveaways in June and just see how it goes. But if you members do perform like you did for Rockahula and Star of Honolulu, then we'll have a number of other really cool partner announcements. So we have the 1 catamaran, the Holokai. We actually gave away our first set of tickets there yesterday. I'm sorry, first ticket, first pass yesterday. And we'll be doing that again probably later today if we do another stream today. But for sure, we'll do it tomorrow on the Rockahula live stream. Rockahula is the luau with the, it's a luau and it has the tribute performers for Elvis, Michael Jackson, but they also have local performers who, there's a lady, I cannot think of her name, but she's their main singer. She is spectacular. And it's a beautiful show. It's a luau. The actual ticket that you win is a VIP ticket. So you get the buffet when their food is exceptional. It's not like luau food. I know luau food is traditionally horrible or at the best, not good. This is great food. And then you go into this Vegas style theater and you watch a show for about an hour, variety type show, talent, singing, fire dancers. It's just unbelievable. That guy back behind me just held up his phone to show me he's watching us. He gave me a thumbs up and a shaka that he's watching us on the stream. He's watching us, watching him, watching us. Vina, just go to any of the Facebook pages. Go to Going to Hawaii or Going to Hawaii group or both. And there's about 50 posts on there. On any of those posts, but you have till midnight tonight. On any of those posts, just put your properly tag Rockahula. It's Rockahula HI, all one word, no spaces, preceded by the @ symbol. So it's @ Rockahula HI, all one word, and you're entered. You could do it. You could do it one time per day, up until today at midnight. Oh, there's one of the 19 on here right now. There may be two, but I know there's one for sure. It's kind of obvious which one it is. There you guys go. Later this afternoon, actually, they're prepping for their breakfast buffet right now. And then Hula Grill's right above there. This is the area where it's kind of problematic for the trash. But you see this piece of trash right here? If I didn't have Lucia with me, I would pick it up. And that I'd pick it up. But this gentleman here's not jump. The gentleman here is not doing his job. Check this out. See these ding dongs here putting their cigarettes out in the sand? Right as I walked by, that guy woke up and jumped up. I get it. Times are tough. Doesn't mean you need to throw your trash on the ground. Hello, Vina. Yeah, definitely you can be a local and win. You just have to be able to use the ticket, Vina, in 2024. So you being a local, that would be great. Easy breezy for you. But we're also doing catamarans. We're doing Blue Hawaii helicopter. And I know some people just would love to win the helicopter tours. But there's also some people that probably wouldn't take it if they want it because they're terrified of it. Or they're not. You see these towels? These towels are picked up by the hotels. So when they're the ones that are left here by morons who aren't responsible enough to put it in that stack over there, they're picked up by the hotel staff who do a great job of cleaning this beach. And Royal Hawaiian comes out here at night and scrapes this beach, and then they clean up all the trash too. So they do a fantastic job. Really, really commendable, the Royal Hawaiian people. Azure restaurant, Mai Tai bar. How many have been to this place, the Mai Tai bar at Royal Hawaiian? You can see the tire tracks where they've come through and they've done a little cleanup here. I think they do a great job. Let me give you a postcard shot here. Isn't that watercolor beautiful, coming up and reflecting on the clouds and the sun reflecting the sun back behind Diamond Head? Oh, really? You loved it? Oh, the helicopter tours are amazing. Can you hear the waves pretty clearly? Let me shut up for a minute. This guy directly in front of us, he's here every day, all day, and they can't get him to leave. And he's problematic, and you can see all around him why he is so. This is the view from the back lawn, looking back into Royal Hawaiian. We always come out on this lawn and look out, but this is the view looking back in. And on that lawn, that's where they do their really, really good luau. Royal Hawaiian's luau, probably the luau in town that's just a sole luau. That's probably one of the best. If you want something that's more entertaining and probably a little better food, Rakahula is the choice. This guy gets in arguments throughout the day with people who complain about him, and then the police come down. And why they can't move him out, I don't know, but he's here all the time. And the area around his, I don't know what you'd call that, campsite, is always littered with trash. Always littered with trash. I have my own thoughts on removing him. Let's see that. How's that look for everybody? Paid money on their vacation to come down here, and this is where he chooses to stay, and they can't move him. I would like to consult with them about that. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's a sad commentary, but there are better ways to manage it, I think, that would suffice both visitors and that person, you know. I know you are, Gerard. That's why I'm doing them. I see you. And on such a beautiful, wonderful gift of a Sunday morning, I'd just like to invite any of the 19 to join us. Air your grievances, if you would. And right on cue, there you go. That's not what I'm saying, Aloha Life. and you know it. That's not what I said. But you listened and you heard exactly what you wanted to. That's not what I said at all. If you've listened to any of the streams, you know how I feel about them and how I help them and give them money and buy them clothes and food from time to time. So, deaf ears, amigo. Well, what I'm saying is watch back the stream and about 90 other streams and 20 other posts. There are other places for them to go that are going to be better for that person. But because we're on the beach and because we're walking by resorts and because we're walking by visitors, my comment was directed from the perspective of a viewer, of a visitor. Them being there or not being there is not going to change their situation. What's going to change their situation is someone helping them or directing them somewhere else, but they don't have to sit there. And I mean, you being a local, who I'm assuming that's who you are, you should be as concerned about that as I would be about littering. I mean, look, it is a bad situation. If I could change it, if I could give them $100 right now and change it, I would do it in a second. But that's not going to change it because they have an attitude about it. And I promise you, this trash was left by the same kind of people. I promise you that. And that may be one case out of 1,000 that it's not, but the other 999 other instances are. So you don't know what you're talking about, Aloha Life. But you have a preconceived notion that's ill-informed. I get it. But I appreciate you voicing your opinion. It's welcomed. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the 19, actually two of the 19 have entered the building. Let me ask you this. This is actually something that would be interesting to know. In the last 30 days, how much money have you personally handed to a homeless person? How much food have you handed to a homeless person? How many clothes have you given to a homeless person just the last 30 days, let's say? I can tell you how many I've done. I can show you the film or the video of it. And other times when it wasn't done on the stream. Would you like to share that? I'm not entitled vacationer, amigo. Yeah. So let's hear it. How much? How much have you given in the last month? Or if you want to go 2 months, we'll do 2 months. If you've been a little short this last month, or let's do 6 months. I'll tell you what I'd like to, I'll do this. I will compare your last 6 months to my last 30 days. And if I'm short, I'll double it and I'll give it to someone tomorrow on a stream. But if you're short, you have to give that same amount to someone. How about that? I think that's fair. See, I actually don't stream and patronize every time I do that, but you didn't see what I did today, just today in front of McDonald's right before the stream, about 8 minutes before the stream. Where were you? Asleep? I'm not a good person, but I just tend to try and help if I can. And what I do is insignificant. It really is. I'm aware of that, but I'm also very candid and I think open about both sides of the issue. Like the guy, like Patrick. Remember the guy I was telling you about, Patrick? I even showed you guys on the stream. I actually did a stream with him. Do you think you're a better person because you give? Yeah, I do. I think I'm a better person. Kind people that do kind deals don't need to go around telling people. You're right, but you know what, Aloha Life? I happen to stream a little bit, and I probably do more off than I do on. But let's talk about what you did. What did you do the last 30 days? What did you do? No, I said Yeah. No, I'm not a good person. I don't think I am. I do good things from time to time. Do you guys see how irrational these ding dongs are? They're totally irrational. They don't have a cogent conversation. They're doing the very thing they're accusing me of. I'm willing to talk about. Let's talk. I told you what I did. I've got receipts for what I did, amigo. How about you? Isn't that a beautiful shot? Yeah. Yeah, they're trolls. They come on with a preconceived notion. They have a perspective that is anchored in whatever reality they tell themselves, that everybody that is about promoting Hawaii is here to promote and bring more people here, which is absolutely not the truth. What I have said, I've always said, going to Hawaii is about bringing in not more people, but more informed people. So you appreciate the ocean. I mean, for God's sakes, just this morning we were talking about litter. We didn't say, oh, the homeless people are the cause of it. They're a big proponent or a big contributor to it. That's a fact. Whether you like it or not, you may not like it, but that's a fact. But it's also a big issue that I pointed out. I also clean it up myself. I also make a point of it, to clean up when you go to the beach, So anyway. I don't think they want attention. They just want to make their point because they've been told so much that everybody who's promoting Hawaii are the white devil and they're this and that. And they don't think about the culture and yada, yada, yada. And the point is that they don't do it themselves. At least I've built a page and a group that's focused on, helping inform people, tell people how to make the most of their vacation here, how to do it responsibly, talk about the culture. We give back to locals, and I, we work hard in doing it, but we still do a terrible job. Or I wouldn't say a terrible job, but we do a lackluster job as far as results because we're just one group of people. But there's people that will sit back and hear me talk for 10 minutes and they'll pull out 30 seconds of them and say, no, this is what you said, just because it fits their narrative. And they actually live in a silo, an echo chamber of a bunch of different people that reflect their exact same thought pattern. And when someone says something, they all just sit back and say, yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. You're right. Instead of maybe considering an alternative perspective, because I know of several websites and Facebook pages and groups that do a terrible job. They're just talking about, come to Hawaii, spend money, whatever. And, that's what they want to do. Let them do it. That's not what we're about. That's what we've done. So my comments are so stupid. Most trash comes from homeless people. They suck. Most men. Okay. One of the reasons why I let these people talk is because they define themselves much better than what I can. Rather than have me sit there and try and categorize them or describe them, just their own words do a better job than I ever would. So we'll just let them continue to go. Nope. Did not get any fresh pineapple. My comment was not just about the homeless, but we could talk about where we'd like the homeless to go. I think they dump sites so they don't ruin the view. When you hear these terms like privileged and entitled, you can tell right away that they've learned those terms because they sound intelligent. They sound like they've given some forethought to how they communicate, but they don't even really know what that means. On a global scale, you're as privileged as 90% of the people in the world. You realize that whatever your income is, you're probably 90% wealthier than, or you're wealthier than 90% of the people, or 95% of the people in the world. Does that make you entitled as well? No. The homeless people should be helped by the Hawaiian government. They should have housing provided to them with the attachment of social health, medical assistance, job placement, training, and they should all be tied to drug testing, and they should get benefits. That's what should happen. They should all have adequate housing. That's what should happen. What do you think should happen to them? That's not true. The government can help. They should help. You know how you do that? Is you elect officials who have like-minded principles, and they're willing to apply those. And it may take 2, 3, 4 cycles of elections, but you just do a better job electing the right people. But you also do it through private funding. And there's a lot of private people who will put up money to help. As a matter of fact, there's some of that being done on Hilo right now, or in Hilo, other places on the Big Island. So I've just told you where I'd like for them to go. There you go, Wade. Since you've thought this out, obviously, and you have a forum of, 67 people, but there'll be thousands of people who watch this stream. You tell us, educate us. I know you love that term, educate. So educate us. Tell us what you would do. You have the floor. You can write or say anything. You can curse me if you like. Please don't use curse words because it'll ban your comment. Just don't curse anybody else, but you can say whatever you want about me or to me. Let's go. Let's hear it. I just answered the question. Wow. I could not make my point any clearer about your state of mind than you just did. Where they can go right now, I mean, this very second, someone could go and clear out some part of a park or the park or somewhere and give them a place that has a public facility with showers, there's a bunch of those, and a bathroom, there's a bunch of those, and put them in there until such time as that public housing is made available. There are probably within Waikiki, probably 8 buildings that could be cleaned up within maybe 60 days. But let's not put a timeline on it or urgency to it. Let's just give it 60 days. Go clean those buildings up, and put the homeless people in there. Would you do it? Would you go down there and spend hours a day painting and cleaning it up? I would, and I've demonstrated that I would. Would you do that? Probably not. Here's a beautiful morning view. They're doing the setting up the breakfast buffet over there. That's one of the best breakfast buffets around. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. Homeless could do a lot of the work. But there's always for this person, there's always going to be an excuse or whatever. But the problem didn't happen just in a day. So unless you have something, an answer that fits within their timeline, following their guidelines and their edict on what they think should or should not happen, you're entitled, you're privileged, you're what, come on. They're here to argue, not to bring up solutions. Which word means? I don't know what a lot of words mean, trust me. So educate me if there's a word I don't know. I'd love to hear it. But if you're not going to give cogent responses and clear up what it is that you're trying to communicate, then just stop posting, please. I don't want to ban you. I certainly don't want to ban you. It's the last thing I want to do. So just say what you want to say. You have as many comments available to you to say what you want to say in one or two statements. Let everybody know what your position is and how we can help. Tell us your great ideas. Since you've thought about this a lot, tell us what we should do. I know. They never do. What the word now means? I know what now means. There might be some like over there. We'll go check it out. Jill, that goes back and forth. Sometimes it's on YouTube. Sometimes it's on Facebook where it's a little more clear. But check that out. It looks razor sharp to me. Yeah. I don't know if they hide behind the internet. They don't want to make themselves known, but you can tell, it's the same rhetoric. You don't know this and that. The problem is this. But you know what? I personally did not cause the homeless problem. The tourists didn't. The locals didn't. It's just it's a issue that a lot of people have contributed to. So rather than sit there and point that bony finger of contention at people who have or have not maybe contributed, why not just come up with a couple of really cogent ideas on how to fix the problem, or at least make progress in fixing the problem. We're doing this no-handed, people. Check this out. That's how you do it. No, go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead, sir. I'm going to watch and see how you do. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, see, Jill, that's a perfect timing. That guy just got wrecked with a wave. Yeah, we're going to jump down here and go around that one side and go down that walkway. We're not going to walk all the way back. Good job. Did I call them an eyesore? I am a rude bastard, that's for sure. Help them for my views, just so you feel better about your. Oh my God, what a clown you are! Now you're starting to bother me because you're just completely off. You still haven't answered. How much money have you personally pulled out of your scabby pocket and given to a homeless person who is in need in the last 30 days? How much? 200, 300, 400? How much? And then how much did you do the month before that? How much food did you give in the last month? How many people did you buy clothes for in the last month or 6 months? I have receipts for mine, homie. Do you? So while me buying food or coffee or helping people out, that doesn't solve anybody's problems, but it certainly helps it. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to share this with everybody. And I haven't said this before, so I'm certainly not doing it for views, you moron. But there are two people on here on the stream right now that know exactly what I'm talking about. And God is my witness, this is what happened. There was a lady who lived in a wheelchair down the street from my house on Kahio. I've never said about this to anybody except for the two people who know for a fact that it happened, right? I bought that lady clothes. I bought her umbrella. I bought her towels. She slept in this wheelchair, and she refused to go to a hotel. She refused transportation to or from the homeless shelter. She refused a lot of the help, but the things that she wanted, I got her. I asked her, I don't even want to say her name, but I asked her, I said, what is it you want? What is it you need? She goes, I need socks. So I went right then to, and she needed socks, no shoes. She needed a sweatshirt. She needed towels. And she didn't want a big blanket because the blanket went over the wheels on her wheelchair and got caught. So she wanted towels. So I went and bought her 4 big towels, bundled 2 of them up so she could hide them under her wheelchair, and the other 2 she could use. I got her 4 pairs of socks, got her 2 sweatshirts, but 2 other long shirts, t-shirts, but the 2 sweatshirts, and gave those to her. And probably 3 days a week, I went and got her orange juice and sandwich at Starbucks. I've never told anyone that, and I'm only telling you guys that now, just to show you that that's what I did for one person. Sadly, that lady died about 2 weeks later, and the person who's on this stream knows what I'm talking about because we both saw her. We were driving down the street, and if you're on this stream and you're listening, don't say anything. Don't comment, because I don't want them to hear or know who you are. Don't say anything. But that person was with me in the car, driving by, saw her on the side of the road. We pulled over. The cops in the hospital were there. And I said, what's the matter with her? They said, do you know her? I said, yeah, I know her because I've helped her. They said, well, she's passed. How many of those people have you helped? For views. Yeah, I did it for views. I didn't. Yeah. I can't debate with stupid or liars, which is what you are. You're completely saying untruths. Perfect setup, right? Have you seen any turtles out here today? Yeah, we've seen them before. I just didn't know if you saw them today. Okay. I'm not saying it for blasphemy and that kind of stuff. Please don't say that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just pointing out an absolute fact, you know. So, and the person that knows about this firsthand, I know that they're on here. Both of them are actually. Yeah. Aloha Life is a clown. If you're willing to debate or talk about facts and not say things that, I mean, you're just making yourself look dumb. It's really all you're doing. So please either stay around, please enjoy the stream. Maybe you'll see how we really do things around here rather than, indict our behavior based on your misinformation. But if not, please just don't comment anymore. I don't want to block you. I really don't. That's the last thing I want to do. I think that's a coward's way out. But I don't want you to disrupt other people's viewer experience, okay? So let's just move on. And now they got out of me what they wanted to. They got me angry and made me respond with something I didn't even want to ever mention to anybody ever. And the people that are on here on the stream that know about that incident know how I felt about it. And I guarantee you, I don't even know who Aloha Life is. I don't know if it's a man, woman, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, they have never done anything like that, nor would they ever, because it's just not in their makeup. What's in their makeup is to point that finger of contention and indict other people based on their misinformation and these catchphrases that they've read in their other groups of the Naughty 19. They're all clowns. Yeah, I'm done with it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Waikiki Wendy. I should not have been suckered into it, but I'm a weak person. My apologies to you guys for getting off on that rant. I shouldn't have done that, but they suckered me in, and I am weak. I should have just ignored them. Oh, trust me, guys. I'm telling you, when we get on YouTube, this is exactly what we'll run into. There will be people that jump on there. It will be rampant. And it's sad because they'd rather falsely complain rather than get their fingers dirty doing something. Because I will match the effort of any single person in that group, any day, anytime, whenever they want, in any way, work effort, hours put in. Let's get it on. And we'll do it off stream, on stream, with views, without views. Boy, I wish I could use that excuse more often. This is Miss Cassie Vegas's favorite view. I think not her. I think it's her favorite beach. She said, or one of her favorites. I think her absolute favorite is the one in Janet. You just posted something about clogging it with curse words, which you mean on YouTube. Well, if they're doing it, they're doing it. I'm seeing it here. I don't want to ban them because it's just going to burn their account, which I don't really want to do. But just ignore them, guys. That's the best way to deal with them, because if they don't get, attention is their fuel, really. Hey guys, how are you? I think this is the beach where the guy does the baptisms, right out here. I think it's right over in this area is where he does it, but he may not be doing it today, or maybe they did it earlier. I'm not sure. December 15th. That's what I saw too, Wendy. Yeah, I said it was in December sometime, but I did see it on the side of the building for December 15th. Hi there. We're going to get something done with them too. We'll get some tickets for you guys. But guys, remember those discount codes, GTH10 for the Waikiki trolley tickets? You save on any of the Waikiki trolley pass purchases, and GTH20 for the Star of Honolulu starting June 1st for the Star of Honolulu. Their tickets bought between June 1st and August 31st, I believe it is. Use GTH20 for their regular buffet, sunset buffet cruise. That's a really, really, really good deal. And we're going to put all those codes in one post. But I didn't want to start doing it. I didn't want to have her start doing those posts while we still had the Rockahula promotion and giveaway going. We're actually going to be making a couple of announcements. Once we get everything solidified with the Blue Hawaii, we'll put that in a post as well. But we have a really good giveaway coming in June. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Yeah. Sure.
Thing over there.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a beautiful day. There's a water slide. Kids lose their flipping minds on that water slide right there. It's funny, you could walk by here and hear the kids just screaming their heads off. And they do that all day long. Where do they get the energy? You'd think they were hiking all day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the weekends are a little bit more windy. Check the weekend tickets. I think those are $135 for Friday, Saturday. They may be the same price in December, but look in like January, February, the tickets go up for Friday, Saturday. Yeah, swim quite a bit. I don't swim much out here, believe it or not. I'm actually scuba certified for Naui and Patty. So I did a lot of swimming early on, but I just haven't done it much, recently. Well, you can take Dramamine and you won't get sick, Nicole. Which plant is that? This one here? I'm not sure what that is, Janine, but this, I can tell you, these plants along here are just, they're bulletproof. Man, they grow no matter what. But of course, they're in a very tropical, tropical environment. Hey, buddy. Walks will fix that back, man. Probably. It depends on what's wrong with it. Yeah, look how beautiful and lush this is. Yikes. The Atlantis will be coming in there probably. I think their first cruise is 9. What time's it now? Oh, I see. It's 6, 7. So I don't think they park it there on the dock anymore overnight. I think they, as a matter of fact, I know they park it over there in the harbor, right over there, just in case waves come up at night and start rocketing that boat. But they park it over there in the harbor. I think their first cruise is at 9 o'clock, and then they go out on the hour. I believe that's the schedule. Why do you say that, Janine? Oh, in Israel, yeah. Where's Cassie Vegas when we need to have her? Say the lagoon. Lagoon. Did you see that little girl? Her hair was sticking like straight up. She has not a care in the world, man. Hair looks like Bozo the Clown, and she's living the dream in Hawaii. She thinks she cares. She's in a carriage, getting pushed around on a beautiful beach. Her hair is the last thing on her mind, but it's just like straight up. Welcome. I think it's bed hair. Is what that little girl had. This is our obligatory shot that we have to always give to you. Look at how many towers they have now, Hilton. This is still our favorite one. Right, guys? This is our favorite one. Booyah. This resort just has a different feel to it, to me, than others. It just, very resorty feel. People, everybody's in a good mood. It's like the holiday season. People are checking in, checking out. Not this time of day, but they're here to get their pastries and coffee in the morning, do a little work, here for Memorial Day, enjoying life, not dealing with any of the 19. Nineteen is such an insignificant number, isn't it? How many of you have been in this lobby as a guest or just came in here because it's just a beautiful place to spend a little time? Look at that, security ducks. I wonder if I should stop saying that about security ducks too. Maybe that's being too judgmental and entitled and whatever. Da 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 da. So, what is your favorite hotel if you were going to come back to Hawaii for a 5-day stay? Which hotel, if money was no object, would you pick? If you had a 5-day stay for free, what would you pick? Let's go this way. Let's walk. Let's do the long way, and then we'll come out on the other end and wrap it up. Just so nice here. The air is fresh. The people are happy. They keep this whole place clean. No no trash, no graffiti. How about this? They have a cool workout. That's so good, isn't it? Aston Tower, we mentioned it for the first time just the other day. Oh, sorry about that, Lucy. We talked about it just the other day for the first time in a long time anyway. Surf Rider, yeah. Moana Surf Rider or Royal Hawaiian. I think those are right on the top of most people's lists. Hale Kulani or Royal Hawaiian, yeah. Turtle Bay. So, Kathy, Turtle Bay is not too isolated for you? Well, we just walked past it. We didn't do a lot of anything really super in depth, but I just pointed it out that it's a good alternative that many people overlook just simply because of its location. Although its location is its best feature, it's right across the street from the beach, but it's set back from the road a little bit, so it's a little bit more isolated. But it's a great building. I really like it. Surf Rider, not isolated at all. Okay, good. Some people want to be caught up in the mix. Lots of this and that going on here and there. But Turtle Bay also has a lot going on out there by itself on its own grounds, and just in the immediate area, some of the food trucks, best food trucks on Oahu over on that side, some of them. Outrigger, Hale Kulani. Nancy, what do you like about the Outrigger? I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know what you think about it in particular. And guys, make sure you like and share this stream if you would. Our shares have been so down. I pulled off of asking you for shares. But if you guys would, that would be very helpful. And then if you have the time, as always, take a trip over to the YouTube channel. The biggest way to show your support is to go to our YouTube channel, like one of the 19 have done, or two of the 19 have done, but instead of nasty comments, like they're only capable of, please put nice comments in there. If you would, maybe watch a recent stream or maybe a past stream that you watched before, or maybe didn't get a chance to watch a little bit, leave some comments, maybe a like or two. That really is beneficial to us, and it helps us help you. Like, for example, being able to do this Royal Hawaiian thing, this Rockahula, the catamaran, all the blue Hawaiian stuff, it's because of the growth we have on our YouTube channel and as well as our Facebook. I mean, our Facebook page and group is it's ridiculously, the engagement on it. I mean, we did a silly map, had 250,000 views this last week. So some of those are just random posts, but it really does help us if you go to YouTube and do the comments. I really do appreciate. That's the best way to show your support. What don't I like? No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have any feelings for or against it. I would not choose the outrigger. I just want to know what you like about it. That's what I was saying. I'm interested in knowing what you like about it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, showed a lot of support, lots of comments. But we'll probably delete it, to be honest with you, just because of the exchange. I don't want that to be, they'll clip it and they'll use it, show it to each other and say, see, I told you, that guy is evil. Did you hear what he said? Well, yeah, not all. Don't listen to all of what he said, just that one little 10-second clip. That's what, man, can you believe he said that? Halikoa. Beautiful property. We don't talk about it enough, but it's, considered the military property, military hotel, often referred to. This is the parking garage we mentioned a number of times, where you can get monthly parking if you're military for about $174, and it's about $225 for non-military. And although you're not going to use it for a month, you will never get parking for less than $200 if you're staying 7 days. You're just not. Parking is going to be at least minimum $35 a night, minimum. And I don't even know if you can get that unless you're a guest at that property. And that's at the banyan tree. I think it's $35. I believe you have to be a resident or a guest there. But overnight parking is between $45 to $75 a night. So this parking garage may not be right next to your hotel, but that's certainly a great savings. And you buy those passes right there at that entryway. Thank you, Sandy, for joining. Sorry for the negative Nancy type parts of the stream. I got suckered in. I'm weak. They got me. $28. Wow, that is a great deal, Stephanie. Oh, I do, Vanessa. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate your comment. That really does mean a lot. It bothers me just because I mean, I'm certainly not a smart man, but I hate debating with stupid people or people that are just like their argument is, I know I am, but what are you? You know, they argue like a 9-year-old. They don't come with facts, and then they ignore your direct questions. They don't give cogent responses. And it's just like, I know I am, but what are you? You know, I'm rubber, you're glue, that type of thing. They're just morons. And I don't think they're dumb. I really don't. I think they know that if they debate with facts, fact for fact, they know that I will turn them around, because they know what they're saying is the lowest hanging fruit to use. When anyone launches a campaign of debate and they use the terms like privileged, entitlement, they are parroting what they hear on the news, on social media, or what their other idiot like-minded people are saying, like, well, it's entitlement, it's white privilege, it's you know, okay, let's get those words out of the lexicon of whatever word salad you want to use, and let's start using, you know, facts. Let's talk about facts. Let's talk about real actionable items and what real possible likely solutions are and what likely failures are. And then what you come to is that when you take the idiocy of the debate out of it, and you try to filter out the best of both sides, you almost always, most human people come to about a pretty good mutual agreement somewhere in the middle, somewhere in the middle. It may be a little bit left leaning, a little bit right leaning, maybe a little bit pro or anti one side or the other a little bit, but most people will come together with a pretty reasonable solution. They really will. I know, Shirley. See you later, Mary. Well, they have thoughts of their own, but it's sprinkled in with catchphrases and triggered terms. And I learned this really cool phrase today. Let me throw it out there and see what it sounds like coming out in the open. Or more importantly, let me type this term. Let me see how it reads in this comment. Yeah, the lawns here are just beautiful, aren't they? We should go in the Army Museum one day. That's a really neat place to go to. Well, I appreciate you watching, Mary. You're why we do it. I would look pretty much like a moron if I was walking around by myself, talking to myself. Touring through Waikiki and other parts of Oahu, wouldn't I? So I'm glad you're here to at least listen. Robert, tell me which one. Did you talk about that banyan tree right there? The one right there in the very dead center of the screen? I'm like 90% sure that's a banyan tree. If that's what you're talking about, Robert, just tell me and I'll find out. Yeah, that one. Okay, I'll find out exactly what it is for sure. I know the wind is bad right now. Hang on one second. It'll get a little bit better here in a moment. I'm hoping to. The Lantern Festival, I'm thinking I'm going to. I'm not sure, but I'll put an announcement out there if I do. Look who's open. And guess what I'm going to get? Hang on right here, guys.
You ruined me. We have a little wine. So bad, I told everybody I could about it. Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
If you guys were on the stream the other day, this place is a must to put on your come to list. You see that? Beach Walk Cafe. Let me show you what they have here. That avocado bread I've had, or avocado and egg toast I've had. I've not had the chicken curry, but that looks good. But you see these right here? I came in and never had one of these smoothies before. I had that blue Hawaiian, and it was so good. I came in and had this Hawaiian sunrise right behind it. I have not had their acai bowls, but I think the world famous Waikiki Wendy did. But that is, I believe she said she's had their acai bowls. I think she was a fan of it. But the avocado smoked tomatoes, it's just, oh, you've got to put it on your, and it's only $6.95. This smoothie you're going to see me get here in just a moment, selfishly, and I'm going to eat it, drink it right here in front of you. But we'll walk. But I can't zoom. I had a coffee already this morning. Let me try and get you a little bit closer.
Can you see it now? Can you see that? These smoothies here, this blue Hawaiian is the bomb. And you put all those different flavors in it. But the reason I like it is they put no sugar. It's only sweetened with honey and the actual natural fruit flavors. So the blueberries, the pineapple that she puts in it, you're going to see how blue it is. That's how many blueberries she puts in it. And super thick, and it's sweet, but not sweet like sugar sweet. It's natural sugar. It's still, glucose. It still reacts a little bit the same, but it's not as bad as straight cane sugar. That's for sure. See you later, Nancy. Good, Michael. Thank you for doing that. If you would put that in your post, Michael, that'd be great. And just mention this place. Here's the sign again if you want to. If you didn't get it before, I love it. Right there. Look at this. Thank you, man.
Guys, she just hands it to you, and you can smell the blueberries. Look at this. And that's heavy. It's $6.95. $6.95. Gee, me. And they gave you one of these really big straws, so it's easy to drink. Oh my gosh. It's actually blueberry, pineapple, and banana. Yeah, blueberry, pineapple, and banana, and a bunch of honey, which is a sweetener in it, but it's not super sweet at all. Yes, they are, Tracy. Very, very good.
All right, guys. This is where I'm going to leave you today. I appreciate you joining. And again, my sincere apologies for the reaction to the comments earlier. I may delete the stream as a result of that. But I hope you enjoyed the sunrise. Lucille and I certainly did. We love bringing it to you. We love our walks. They mean a lot to us. I hope you learned something. Hope you laughed a little bit. Hope you laughed more at me than anything else about my reactions. And I want you to know that I do appreciate all but one of you, actually all but two of you. I appreciate every single second, every minute that you give to us on the stream. And please, if you want to show your support in any way, shape, or form, please go to YouTube, watch a couple of our videos, leave some comments. That means the world to us, and it helps us help you. All right, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Aloha.